Hello, good morning, guys. This is GB Shukmar, and today I like to discuss about the important thing before implementing inventory management systems in your company. Right. So, before one to take a big lead or a big step of implementing an inventory management system within a distribution center or any manufacturing location, one must go go back and forth to ensure that the money has been pumped in the form of investment does not go null or zero, right? This means actually there should not be any failure. So the consideration to go well beyond the simple financial adults, audits, and then I have to do contemplation into the business warehouse about, right. So it has do have a thorough study on what to be put in a simple word, and so what does warehouse management system do? Then we need to address the streamlines the entire the supply chain creation and thus take a center stage in the supply chain ecosystems. So the whole ambit of the order fulfillment process, ranging from sourcing to inventory control and from shipping to order return management, so is taken care by the centralized warehouse management systems. So as it mentioned, actually inventory management is one of the key components of the WMS functionalities over the years. It has gained a prominence, I can say, due to the service it renders. It keeps the record of the warehouse inventory clean and accurate. And reasons behind the sudden thirst over the inventory management systems are the inventory management system is the dynamic solution that keeps record of the inventory within the warehouse. Various methods and approaches of the inventory management or applied, right, or applied to ensure the optimum results and to make sure that products are procured and shipped on time. So at the center of the competent inventory management systems resides the keenly, I can say, insight data that notifies the warehouse of availability or unavailability of products and the changing trends, demands, and patterns, so that the warehouse resilience is swiftly achieved. A centralized inventory management system is one of the most prerequisite things to run a warehouse operation smoothly for the big retailers and e-commerce platforms. So those organizations having multiple distribution centers across the geographical locations need to depend on their sister warehouses or the subordinate warehouse concerns regularly to strike out the balance between supply and demand curves. So within proper, software support like SAP or I can say Oracle kind of thing to coordinate among them. So the entire objective of the communication would collapse, right? So it has been conceptually noticed that Varos lost out a lot of useful time and resource in optimizing the first mail moment. In most cases, these actions bear no fruit and end up in a smoke if proper inventory management system is not there to provide a buttress. And the chores is most cases results of out of tracking of lack of knowledge about the product unavailability and the exact location of the products. So subsequently the warehouse worker hit panic mode, so run helter and skelter, and thus end up doing something that normally actually Shakespeare's would have called, right, actually full of sound and fury signifying nothing, right. So this word actually comes in mind when actually we are talking about the warehouse workers hit the panic mode, run and I mean without any idea. So this nothing less of disruption can be faithfully avoided with an efficient inventory management systems. And the things one of the persons should ensure before implementing inventory management system is identifying the most suitable technique. There are several inventory management techniques available in the logistic vertical. Some of them include ABC inventory, first in, first out, first entry or first out, first in, first out. LIFO method, FIFO method, techniques, and actually we have many other technologies available for efficient inventory management. So one of the very first and foremost thing that the warehouse must do is that out of the pool of methods at their disposal, they must choose the best one or the one that cuts the cost according to the cloth. I mean, I can say cut the cloth or cut the coat according to the cloth. So we need to design a coat based on the cloth availability, right? Don't go for actually big thing. And so the warehouse must consider that things would the products they are dealing with, the futures that they have in accordance with the product dynamics. The most appropriate inventory management technique is chosen, so the warehouse space is optimized and zero wastage is ensured. And then integration. So in the integration part, the whole objective of having the centralized inventory management system gets disrupted or ruptured if there is no proper format of integration. And in order to gain better visibility into the products supply chain, and to offer seamlessly and the same degree of effectiveness across the supply chain, the integration with other solutions to get over arcing view over the supply chain becomes a very important factor. Companies that wish to dabble into the inventory management must look into this factor. And then third one, set up a proper SOP. So standard operating procedure, which is known by the abbreviation SOP. So it's properly documented step by step instructions that help workers carry out operations. Whatever is done implementing or operating the system must be closely documented so that it may function as a reference point to the future. And once standard operating procedures is built up, it can be referred to and adhered to strictly to attain optimization. And no fourth one, known the stock level. So most important thing to consider before suitable inventory management system is implemented in the companies, know their stock levels in and out, the details of the stock including their futures, their demands, and the sales velocity should be considered under the grasp of companies, so that all the future actions are based on that. And furthermore, each company must have a threshold limit, so that I can say the soon as the stock reaches a certain limits, the inventory management systems informs the warehouse that the stock has to be replenished, right, or refill. And staff training. So human resource or human force is the best asset of the company, any company. It's a service or a manufacturing. It properly trained and utilized, so they can bring better results than the company can even expect. Thus, it bears upon every company that before they implement anything new, they must duly train their staff about the new design, methodology, technology, etc. So they must be bought in conscious that they follow SOPs with proper training and monitoring. The worker or the warehouse workers can yield tremendously profitable results without a much scope of wastage in time and money. And sixth point, rethink the warehouse layout. That is very important. So you need to properly align the warehouse process and everything. So the put away and the picking up, areas should be properly maintained. And one major concern that is sadly often neglected is a warehouse layout or a design. So the warehouse is an expensive space, and every square inch or of it must be utilized to get a better results. So it must also be kept in mind that products are not handled together as are kept in such a way that it may evoke confusion among the pickers. Sometimes it also judicious that warehouse spaces is very vertically increased to accommodate the increased flow of products or accommodate the space. At other, the length of the ISL space needs to be considered before digital applications, so that the warehouse equipment can do their work without any hint of obstruction. So the design need to be based on the type of warehouse, so the kind of product it harbors and it tools, right? So the layout must be reviewed at the fixed interval so that remains updated with the upgraded technological advancements and methods. And also often we need to bring the warehouse experts to analyze the warehouse layout and where warehouse process the particular warehouse is following. So all this inbound and outbound process should be monitored, and actually based on the analysis we need to try to optimize that. And seventh one, have actionable KPIs. So the success of the new enterprise is measured against some yardsticks. So the parameters that are set against inventory systems, operations, or key performance indicators or KPIs, right? Every company must set up a solid KPI to judge the performance of their investments and to track how the solutions are formulated. Without proper KPIs, the whole venture takes a form of lost ship and does not know where to sail. So the important thing is to conclude the idea is warehouse automating or initiating a new solution is the fabric of the system in a tiresome task. And apart from looking over the financial pros and cons of implementing a software for automation in a warehouse, we need to consider only the efficiency and optimization and automation, those things, and how the implementation of automations, automated software like SAP, Oracle, or whatever it may, Manhattan, all these things actually will improve the performance, optimization, and day-to-day activities, everything, right? On the basis of, put away picking, cross-docking, or internal warehouse, bin to bin, storage type to storage, how it quickly completes, how much time it takes, how many volume it takes. So all these things actually matters, right? So these are the important things. So the above factors need to be looked into, important factor before going for the leap. Otherwise the informal decision may lead to the financial drainage rather than securing a vantage point. However, once all the internal and external factors are judged even handily, WMS or inventory management systems must be chosen very wisely. Once carefully cultivated a solution like getting an yield the fruit that would be a greater use. With the decades of expertise and the research and the years of researchers, so this we need to implement proper system to develop a increased optimization on return on investment in a long haul, right? Hence, one must choose a judicially a system that satisfy all our requirements. Thanks, friends. Actually, I hope the details have discussed about the important things to be considered before implementing inventory management in your warehouse or any in your company. Hope that is very useful. Thanks, friends. G. V. Shukmar signing off.